So what we're going to do today is we're going to take these rubber boots, which are steel-toed rubber boots, and we're going to make them better, so that they're so you can use them at -20 and they're very comfortable. So the first thing we're going to do is these boots are a little bit high for most of what I do. I don't need this much. I'm not wading through a foot of water, so I want them lower, and the reason that they should be lower is because you can get fungus buildup on your leg if the boot is too high, and then it's very humid. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to I'm going to cut here. So I've already cut this boot, and now I'm going to lay it on top of it like this. And then I'm going to take a magic marker and I'm going to trace like this. This boot is high enough so that it's higher than the steps you're walking across, so that this part and this part don't catch on the steps and trip you up. But it's low so that it's much more comfortable to walk in. So what I do now is I take the scissors and I just pinch like this, and then I just cut. This is rubber, so it actually cuts quite well. Go from the other side. That. See, and it's very easy to cut through rubber with some sharp scissors. It's not hard at all. I just pinch the rubber in half and then I cut through. And then I have two boots that are about this size here. And now I'm going to put inserts in them, because the inserts make them much more comfortable if you have to wear them for a long time. So these are already pre-trimmed. Okay. You can see the insoles in them, and you can see the side. You can sort of see how they're cut. They can be cut rough. They don't have to be cut perfectly. Okay, and now now I have these boots. They're cut lower, and they're a little high in the front for the splash, and they're a little lower at the back, and they're cut low enough that it's much more comfortable to walk with them. They're also steel-toed. So what I'm going to do now is these boots have to be very sloppy. They have to be a little bit bigger than what you need. So they should be loose on your feet. And the reason is so that the warm air they have a pocket for the warm air. Now the next stage is the socks. So you have two sets of socks. You got the first one is a cotton wool combination, and you use whatever you have available, or you have to figure out what ratio of cotton to wool is best for you. So which brand of sock works the best, and the cotton is there to absorb the sweat, and the wool works well because it's warm even when it's wet. So then you put those over top and then on your feet, and then the next layer is some sort of a plastic sock, like a rayon or a polyester, a cheap sock. And the reason that's there is to stop it from wearing. The wool will wear out in one day, but if it's covered with this polyester sock, then it'll last quite a long time. So, and this system works in up to -20. And it works as long as you keep on moving. If you stop moving for a period of time, then it's cold. But as long as you keep moving, it works well. So this is how you do it. So there's the wool sock, and then over top of it goes the plastic sock, and then you put on the boot like that. And then you do the same thing with the other one. So there goes the wool sock, and then here's the polyester sock. It goes over top. So that's what you have. Now, as the last step, you're going to put nylon pants over top, which are often called splash pants. They're like this. These are very cheap. They're just nylon, and you can get them in many places in the United States. So the reason this is good is because it's very light, and it stops the wind from blowing, and it slips over top of the boots, and it's also slightly waterproof. So this is what you do: just put them over top your pants like that, and then you put them like this, and then you're ready. Then you should be quite warm. See, these are the nylon pants here, and otherwise called splash pants or windbreaker pants. There's lots of names for them, and the exact type doesn't matter much. It's just it's a thin nylon like that, and it just gets slipped over your regular clothes to cut the wind. You can sort of see like that, just very thin nylon. They don't cost much either, and they're readily available. Okay. The jeans go in here, and then the nylon pants go over top like that. You can walk around in the snow, and the shoes you can bend easily, and they're quite flexible, and they're even steel-toed, so you can walk through slush, through mud, and through all kinds of stuff. And in the summer, you just switch to cotton socks, and then they work in the summer too. So I can walk right through the snow and through the slush with these things, these boots. The nice thing about these boots is that you can also slip into them, slip in and out of them very quickly like that. They're almost like a slip-on, which is convenient if you have to go in and out of a house or a building a lot.